And continuing through the main card, we got a great fight here with Jalin Turner taking on Dan Hooker. Kind of a mirror match to me. I mean, these guys fight very similar. They're both very tall for the weight. They're long. They like to come forward. They stand tall. They like to look for the straight shots. And then they'll also look for those knees up the middle. They are a little bit kind of slow, plotty, and deliberate, even though I think Turner is a lot faster when he goes, a lot more explosive. But they both kind of like to stand tall and kind of plot in a range a little bit. And, they use their weapons, their long-range weapons, really well. And they also have good front chokes. So they have similar styles, but obviously Hooker, he's been in the UFC for a long time. And he's coming off a win over Claudio Puelles, but he's still kind of trying to get back on the right track in his career. He, at one point when he fought Poirier, was like very, very close to winning the title or to getting a title fight. And now it's like he fell back a lot and moving back to lightweight. He got the win over Puelles. And now if he can beat Jalin Turner, he'll be back in the mix a little bit. He'll be back in the top 10 mix, and he can maybe get back into some more high-profile fights. But this is the pivotal fight for Dan Hooker. I mean, he has to win this one if he wants to continue on and, have a chance at kind of title hopes or main event fights again. And Turner, he's still trying to get over that hump. I mean, he has had some really, really, really good performances, like where he finished Brad Riddell in, 2 minutes, took him out. And even his last fight with Gamrot, I mean, Gamer gave him some trouble with the wrestling, but Jalin Turner easily could have won that fight. He did a lot of damage on the feet, and he was able to show some big improvements with his takedown defense, with his get-ups, and really impressive from Jalin Turner in that fight. But he's getting a way different matchup here, but he still lost that one is what I'm trying to say against Gamrot, and he hasn't gotten that kind of stamp victory, and this would be it here. Beating Dan Hooker, main card of a pay-per-view, he could ask for a top 5 guy next once again. So it's a big fight for Turner, big fight for Hooker. And like I said, they're both similar, but I feel like Turner, he has the length advantage, and I think he's the more explosive, dynamic striker. I think he's able to close the distance better. He has better kicks from the outside, faster kicks. I think his hands are faster. I feel like he has the more power. And both guys, I question their durability at this point. Hooker used to be a hammerman, like super, super hard to finish. But he has gotten knocked out in the first round in 2 of his last 4 fights. And Jalin Turner, I mean, not a lot of people talk about this anymore. But earlier in his career, like even when he came into the UFC, he fought Luque, he had some bad knockout losses, like pretty bad. He's been knocked out as an amateur too. He's been knocked out 4 or 5 times. So if you could touch him right on the chin, you could put Turner out. So that's always something you got to worry about. Like, that doesn't really go away. So I feel like Hooker has a chance to knock Turner out if he can land the right shot. But I can't trust Hooker at this point in his career against a guy I feel like is improving, confident, and you could say is on like a 6-fight win streak if he would have gotten the nod against Gamrot. I just think Turner is probably going to be able to catch him early and knock him out. Hooker kind of starts slow sometimes. And we saw the Arnold Allen fight. Arnold caught him and kind of blitzed him and was able to get him out of there. And I think Turner can do the same thing. So I'm going with Jalin Turner via first round finish. And I think he's going to kind of showcase that he is ready for that next level.